NFL Live here with you. Trey Wingo alongside Merrill Hodge and Jason Taylor. Hey, we finally have a starting quarterback in Arizona. It is not Kevin Kolb, it is John Skelton. Ken Wisenhunt and company, the last team to make this decision, which means they really didn't feel strongly one way or the other.
And there's a reason for that. You go back to the end of last season, use all of the preseason, and neither guy took control and showed they had great command of the offense. You know, they play with efficiency. The ball comes out with great timing. Decision-making, you know, both guys play with that. But I think the reason they went with Skelton, as I watched Kolb, as I watched Skelton, I believe Kolb lost his confidence. He didn't play with any confidence. He started holding the football longer. He was uncertain, even as you watched him on tape, of guys that were wide open. Once you see that in a player, it's extremely hard to put him in control of your offense and your team. And I'm not saying Skelton said, hey, listen, I dominated here, because he has a little bit of that problem too, but not as bad. I still think that he has some confidence there, and I think that's why they went with him.
Well, this was obviously a very close race, and unfortunately for the Cardinals players, they had to wait till today to find out. And I think ideally you figure this out a week or two into camp. You give a guy a chance in that third preseason game to go through the whole week as a starter and kind of get a feel for it, kind of get the training wheels taken off. And it's a little unsettling as a Cardinal player or as a Cardinal fan that it took this long. And then they kind of keep that whole card a little bit. They say, oh, if Skelton doesn't do very well, then we could bring Kevin Kolb back. We have a lot of money sitting on the bench. It's the old phrase, if you have two or three quarterbacks, you really don't have one.
Yeah, you don't want to bring two putters to the golf course or two drivers to the first tee.
No, that's your Phil Mickelson.
You mentioned well, yeah, sometimes they'll put 2 3-woods in the bank. Separate issue entirely. But it is interesting. Normally you say follow the money. The money's on the bench, where they gave Kolb the big contract a year ago and the roster bonus when they didn't sign Peyton Manning. So you think they wanted him to win the job. Instead, he's earning money on the bench. Skelton, your starter week 1. NFL Live Monday through Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern on